Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is exhaust installation day on the 350Z. We are going to actually use a local shop. I'm not in the mood to jack up the car, crawl under it, bang my knuckles against bolts and flanges and hangers that are really hard to pull out. So I'm just going to take it to a local exhaust shop that I've used before. They're the only exhaust shop in the area that I know that can actually get a tip straight and the exact distance I want out of the rear bumper so it actually looks decent. So we're going to head there. But first, do you think an entire catback exhaust system and Y-pipe can fit in a 350Z? The answer, absolutely it can, but you do have to pull out the passenger seat. So we've got the rear section of the ISR exhaust system sitting in the front there, and then the Y-pipe does fit nicely in the back. Actually looks kind of stealthy. It's like a flux capacitor in the DeLorean for Back to the Future, just way bigger. So I'm actually going to start traveling through time once this is installed. You are going to sound so good, but this is the last time we hear the straight pipe, and we are in a parking garage. Dun dun dun, performance muffler. If you guys are in the Phoenix area, Performance Muffler is pretty sweet at putting on an exhaust. They don't give me anything for saying this. I don't get any discounts, but they're actually pretty good. And if you talk to anyone there, Zach is the man to talk to because he's the coolest. That bumper tuck. Okay, so the Z's up on the lift. It's just a waiting game now, so I'm just gonna chill. Hopefully I'll be able to get you some good footage of it, but I don't really want to annoy these guys, so we'll just see what I come up with when it's done, but it's gonna sound rad, I think. $60, 30 minutes later, we're back in action. First impressions, it's super quiet. Feels strong though. Actually, maybe feels like it's got a little bit more torque than when I brought it in. All right, let's see what this thing can do in a parking garage. Got a clean G hanging out. Good day, sir. All right, in the parking garage, let's see what this thing's made of. It's actually idling right now. You probably can't hear anything. Let's let it rip. As always, you don't want to hang out in a parking garage too long after, revving your car's engine, so let's get out of here. On a quick side note, the ISR system does smell a little bit like roasted marshmallows over the fire when you first are breaking it in, I'm assuming. I don't think it'll last forever, but right now it does smell like I'm making s'mores in the car. Back out in the open without the, I had trouble saying this on my last video, not the ambiance, but without the acoustics of the parking garage. So we're gonna let it rip out here in the open for you. All right, time for a little first gear launch. First gear red line right here. got the windows down, sorry. Windows coming up. Here's a interior rev, windows up. All right, now I'm gonna set you guys up for a little footage from my patio. Okay, so back in the car, driving it a little bit. It sounds really awesome in the lower range of the RPM. As it gets higher, it sounds almost stock. But speaking of stock, I'm gonna roll in some footage of stock versus straight pipe versus the ISR system right now. It does look pretty good under there though, I'll give it that. Alright, so some real quick closing thoughts on the ISR exhaust. So yes, it is a little bit quieter than just about any other aftermarket exhaust out there, I would imagine. I don't actually have experience with any other ones, but you know, the the resonator with the muffler setup is definitely going to be quieter. All the other ones that I'm aware of, you know, they don't have that resonator, just goes straight back to the muffler or the can. So you are going to be on the very mellow end of the spectrum with this. That said, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You know, depending on the age of the people you're around or the track you're at, you know, a lot of people don't like those really loud, obnoxious exhausts that are on cars like the Tomei, for example. You know, I've heard that one can get a little bit annoying, even though it does sound pretty freaking sweet from what I see on videos and stuff. I've never heard it in person, but you know, let's just finish with, you know, budget-wise, this car has 178,000 miles on it. Does it make sense to put a $1,000 exhaust system on it? In my opinion, absolutely not. That's one of the main reasons I went with the ISR. Snapshot in time, it was $600 for the Y pipe and the system back. So the only other competitor that I was looking at was the Greddy GPP RS, which was about $100 more. That was the Y pipe with the, you know, the rest of the exhaust system back to the can and out. So I saved $100 there. Hindsight, you know, if I could do it all again, would I go with the ISR? Maybe not. I probably would have bought the Greddy knowing how mellow this one is. But that said, it's on the car now. Car runs great. The old exhaust leak that I had with the stock Y pipe, there was a leak in the flex pipe on the passenger side here. That's gone. The car feels torqueier. So performance-wise, I think it was a great move. I'm totally happy. I don't have any intentions of changing it, and I think it's going to be awesome. So moving forward, we're going to have to find some wheels for this car. Once the wheels are on, the stock suspension isn't great. We'll maybe do coilovers. I mean, probably should if we decide to do any drifting with this thing. So that's it for today's episode though, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the ISR exhaust, don't hesitate to reach out. This is the first day that I've had it on, but by the time you see this, you know, I'll probably have been driving it for quite a while, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. I can't reach the screen, so we'll just make it go black.
Listen!